Hi, I'm Dominique and welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to be cooking Mediterranean chicken stuffed pittas. It's one of those nice meals, by the looks of things, that you can kind of get all your ingredients ready and put it on the table, a bit similar to fajitas, and everybody can help themselves and make their own pittas and things like that, which I think is nice if you've got the girls round or the family round, or you've got people that you're not quite sure what they do and what they don't like. It's nice, one of those dishes that you can just lay out on the table. I've got all my ingredients lined up, so let me tell you what they are. You're going to need 500 grams of skinless chicken. It does say mini fillets, but my shop didn't have them, so I've just got ordinary skinless chicken breasts, and I'm just going to slice them up to mini fillet size. Zest of half a lemon, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 garlic clove, calorie control cooking spray. It says 1/4 teaspoon of dried mint. I don't have dried mint, but I do have loads fresh in the garden, so I've done some chopping. 125 grams of low natural yogurt, 100 grams of iceberg lettuce, 100 grams of cucumber, 6 radishes and 6 Weight Watcher pita breads. And that's it. Let's get cooking. Looks like it's going to be a nice dinner. The first thing I'm going to do is get these chickens sliced into fillet sized pieces. I'm going to go on the diagonal of the breast. There we go, so that's what we're kind of looking at. Just small pieces, because obviously if you know the Weight Watchers pita breads, they're not massive. At the end of the recipe it calls for you to cut the pita breads in half, so you don't want huge pieces that won't fit in the pita breads, so you want them about that. Okay. It now wants us to combine the lemon zest, the oregano and the garlic. We're going to mix them all together and pop them in a pot, and then we're going to chuck the chicken in there, mix it all around, make sure it's all coated before we stir fry the chicken. As you can see, I've cut my lemon in half. I've put the other half in a pot and stuck it in the fridge, and I'll probably use it to make hot lemon water for the morning for breakfast. Nice and healthy, a bit of a detox as well. So first of all we need to grate this. Put it on there so it stays still. So we've got our grated lemon zest. I'm actually also just going to give it a bit of a squeeze as well. I might as well use up that lemon. I'll pick those pips out in a bit. Get rid of that. We need half a teaspoon of oregano. There we go. And 1 garlic clove. Again, I'm using the very lazy garlic. 1 garlic clove equals 1 teaspoon. And there it goes. Let's get those pips out. Wouldn't want to choke hubby, would I? Mix it all around together. There's the other one. Right, and that's ready to put our chicken fillet pieces in now. So that's the chicken pieces. I've put them in the bowl and I've given them a good mix around. If I go zooming nicely, you can see the bits of lemon, bits of garlic, bits of herbs are stuck there. It looks really nice. It actually smells really delicious. It smells really nice and fresh, like one of those meals that's just gonna cut through your taste buds. It looks lovely. Next, we're gonna transfer this through to a heated saucepan. Put a little bit of calorie controlled cooking spray in there to make sure it doesn't stick, and then we're going to stir fry this off for about 8 minutes or so. Okay, so we're going to transfer over our chicken into the pan. You can see I've already put a bit of fry light in there. Just need to start it off. I'm going to start it off on a low heat. Get that in there. Spread it about a bit. Yeah, and we're just going to cook that for about 8 minutes. Here we go, after about 8 minutes, you can see it's got some nice bit of colour. I'm going to leave it in for a minute or two because I do like my chicken well cooked. This colouring doesn't bother me. But yeah, just at this point, keep stirring it. I'm just going to weigh out the low-fat natural yoghurt. It's calling for 125 grams. And it wants us to add the mint and some salt and black pepper. So there's, I'm not going to put too much black pepper in. There's the salt, and I've now got to chop my mint up because obviously I've got fresh mint and not dried mint. I've got my mint fresh from the garden. One day I would like to show you my little garden. I do love growing things as well, so I've got a bit of a herb garden going on outside. Unfortunately today the weather's a bit just miserable again, so hopefully I'll get to show you another day. Here we go. Nice mint, and of course we're just going to chop this really rough. Try and get it as fine as possible. There's my mint all chopped nice and fine. I tell you what, it smells really nice. Quite often when I see these recipes and I do them, they're always calling for dried this or dried that. You know, even today's recipe is dried oregano and dried mint. I've used dried oregano, and sometimes obviously if you're in a rush it is nice to, you know, just grab that jar and put it in. But if you've got the opportunity to use the fresh herbs, I would say do it, because it is so much better. You do get much more flavour than you would out of those dried ones. There we go, so that's all those ingredients in there. Mint, salt and pepper, and the yoghurt. You can see that looks really nice already. And that's going to make the sauce up just to stop the pittas being dry. That's ready to go, and that can just literally go in the table, on the table like that. We're going to slice our radishes. I just tend to take those edges off, top and bottom them, and then just into nice fine slices. Do it that way, nice and small, but they've also got just that flash of colour on each one. There we go. Onto the cucumber. Okay, nice fine slices. I'm going to cut these into half moons. There we go. The lettuce, once shredded, again, just cut it up really nice and fine. You can even do, like I've showed you on a previous video, roll them up like cabbage rolls, just ever so finely. It's just easier than trying to chop a great big lettuce leaf. And there we go, you can see nice and fine, and they'll fit nicely inside those pittas. So here's the Weight Watcher pittas. I've gone for the wholemeal because I do like them, they are that little bit healthier. And we're just going to cut these in half. Carefully with your fingers with those bread knives. There's a couple there. And there's the next ones. And then just heat these up as per normal instructions on the packets. And here it is, all plated up and ready to go. So if I just go into each thing, here's our chicken, all nice and ready. Looks really nice, smells really nice. I've actually had a cheeky piece and it tastes really lovely. That lemon comes through really nice and strong. Here's all our vegetables and pittas. They've been done under the grill because I was doing quite a few at a time, but obviously they can be done in the toaster if you're only doing a couple. And here's our yoghurt sauce to go with everything. And I've actually gone and made one pitta up just so you can kind of get an idea. And there we go. It looks really nice. There's a few cats hanging around me, which also tells me it smells good. So dinner's up.